Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready for Silo Simon. My God, Deku just sent me his border. Big fat anime titties. What? It's a damn good thing this is Trashathon. I am so happy to exist right now in this moment.
We got some anime titties.
Yeah!
That was too loud. That was way too loud.
Sorry, I'm just a happy person. All right, well. So, what the hell was. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on ye boy to get up in that discard. He posted about 212, be about 30 minutes. Yeah, stream to your stream, and I will stream your stream. That's how this tends to work. Twitch.tv.
So,
I'm so tired, I didn't even think, like, I should probably pull up a stream. Twitch.tv/Silo Simon. Solosimon.
the first place run for Jazz Punk
Yep.
is
Yep.
14 minutes 50 seconds without loads.
Nice. Nice.
And it's quite a game.
Alright, you know what, Simon, I'm actually going to let you put the dashboard up on your end.
I just hope all the good stuff isn't skipped in the speed run. Most of it probably.
God, I have to open chat on my phone really quick. Hopefully Twitch app works. So it'll probably be fine. Yeah. Cool. And then I can also go into voice chat if you guys want to go into the if you guys want the voice chat on for you guys. If not, I can just I can just start the run because I'll be doing commentary by myself. Let me I guess just turn on the stream volume. I'm stupid. I think I can hear it there. No. I've never done commentary for this, by the way, so my bad if it's bad. Okay, cool. I can do that now then. Alright, I should be able to hear you, I think. Oh, wait. There you go, I should be able to hear you now, I think.
Check, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I can hear you. Does everything sound good on your end?
Let me double check, make sure.
Okay.
Should be.
Cool.
Okay, I got the volume cranked now.
Alright, sweet. Yeah, sorry, my volume's usually kind of low just because my microphone's kind of dumb. So, it's usually kind of a low volume. But anyway.
Alright, so just count me down and I'll hit this timer and then I'll pass the microphone to somebody who's not about to die of sleep.
Okay, cool. No problem.
Right,
I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go, and then we'll go on go.
got it.
Alright, and then that's just once I press start here. So 3, 2, 1, go. So first thing we do here is press start through a cutscene, so we don't have to watch it. Now we're gonna go through the tutorial. So the tutorial just basically goes through the mechanics of the game that you use throughout it, like wall jumping and and also like beating up enemies and using powers and stuff. So yeah. So we can get through this fairly quickly if we have everything memorized, obviously. But yeah, one thing I can mention while we're doing this is the reason this category is called no levels early is just because we found a big skip a little while ago, like probably 10 days ago or so, that basically lets us go from the tutorial here all the way to the last level immediately. So so now we have no levels early. That goes through every level. Any percent right now is less than 4 minutes. And the world record for no levels early is 28:16. And I have both of the records right now. Alright, so throughout this game you have to do these quests for fairy tale creatures, and we just did one of the first big skips in the game as far as platforming skips go. Normally you have to go around take a huge long way around to get through from the other side of that waterfall, but you can just wall kick off of that tree because there's this huge invisible wall to the left of us there, and so you can't like just jump up it normally, but if you wall kick off of that tree you can get around it, which is nice. Alright, so now we have the ability to use like fart blast things. One of Shrek's like main abilities is to use farts and like burps to light his farts on fire. So that's kind of a big thing in this run.
Cause why not?
Right? Yeah, it's pretty much a one long fart and burp joke, and yeah, it's kind of a horrifying game if you just play it casually. One thing you'll probably notice throughout this run is that there are virtually no characters from Shrek in the game.
Yeah, where's Donkey?
Yeah, Donkey is on the cover of the game, but he is literally nowhere in the entire game, like anywhere at all, and it feels like a scam.
Is that just because they couldn't get Eddie Murphy to do the voice work for it?
I mean, they don't have any of the original voice actors anyway, but I wouldn't be surprised if they probably had issues getting rights to have the character in the game. I just think it's funny that they have it on the cover. I don't get it. But yeah, we're throughout all of these levels we try to do a bunch of platforming skips. We did a couple of them there to skip just a little bit of platforming, not too much, but all of that saves like around 30 seconds or so. So that was Enchanted Forest. Now we're on to Mother Goose Land. This level I've rerouted a little bit recently since I picked up this game. Usually we did this other mission before we started this, but then I decided to try and route it out so that we can get turn it to nighttime at a better time so that we could get 2 quests done quicker. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, the reason I turned it night already is to get the cutscene for that first quest to start, so that we don't have to see the cutscene again once we get back there. Sorry, I again. Oh, sorry, what?
Can I just take a minute to comment on the extreme high quality of this game? It is so impressive.
It's pretty ridiculous, and it's a little bit hectic, which makes it kind of a fun run, but it is really weird. So one thing that's really annoying about this level is sometimes, like one of the quests you have to do here is collect all of these sheep, and sometimes it won't spawn all 5 sheep. So you'll just get 4 sheep and then be out of luck. It's pretty
Nice.
funny.
Is there anything in particular that causes that?
As far as I know, I'm not quite sure. It might be that, like, since there was a wolf back there, that wolf will like kick the sheep around and stuff, and I think sometimes he can just kick them out of bounds, and they'll essentially disappear from the game. And it's really
That's
dumb.
so great.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing whenever you get to that point and you're like, where is the sheep? Oh, and the last thing you have to do here is fart on this cow, cause yeah.
Because it wouldn't be complete without a fart joke.
Yeah, dude, there's gonna be a lot of this going on in the game. Farts are like
I'm so glad I'm watching this right now.
are so good. Another level right here. I rerouted since I started this game. Since we have to collect these dudes into these God damn it, hit me. Hit me, not the chicken. There we go. These guys, if they hit you, will open up these containers. Nice. That was super bad. These containers here, they're not open until you get hit by one of these guys, or if you complete all of the other quests before this. And we have to kick those guys into there, and it's kind of annoying because you have to do a pretty precise kick, or else you can miss them, and it can be a little bit annoying. So we have to hit this thing and beat up these guys at the same time so they don't fix the machine that we just broke in the time period that it counts down. And if they fix it, then we have to watch, and then it like counts all the way back down. And then once that's done, that starts these like steam things breaking. We also can kick another one of those guys into there while we're at it. And those guys that we beat up back in the tower also can fix those things, so that's another reason why we have to like beat them all up while they're right there. Alright, so this is one of the first bosses we get to. If you're carrying like an NPC while you get up, when you get blasted up here, it'll actually skip the cutscene that plays when you run into this boss, so that saves like a tiny bit of time. Getting stuck in the corner here is really bad. There we go. We have to knock him out 3 times to pass this level. This is one of the quests that we have to do, sadly. Nice. And now we just grab this last little dude, and this is the last thing that we have to kick him into. And then that's the end of that level. There's just a lot of levels are kind of linear, but then some of the levels you can do in almost like any order that you want. So the ones that we can do in any order, we try to finish all of the quests kind of at once if we can. So the first thing I have to do in this level is burn these dudes, and if we grab chili peppers, we get like firepower basically. And we can also use that firepower to boost jump with our farts. And that is good for skipping some platforming in some levels. We also need to, while we're running through this level, we need to collect these like blue scientist dudes kind of on the way, because we need to put them in like a specific place later to fulfill another quest. So we kind of just kick them around while we complete some other stuff. Nice, I missed that. Lame. So this is one of the bigger platforming skips that we do. We do a like wall kick off of that, and then we get onto this platform here, and that saves a good bit of time. We do that twice, and nice. The blue scientists need to stop running away though. That'd be nice. Let's see, I think that should probably keep him at least close to there. Let's see. And then we just need to grab this last chili pepper, burn this last dude. Then we grab this scientist. Gosh. There we go. We need to put them in a like specific part of that little platform thing, and there's a bunch of these platforms around, so I need to put them there. If that little creature wasn't right there, the scientist can actually stay in place whenever you run back, and it'll just automatically have him like go into place, and it saves like a little bit of time. And you can do that for a lot of the scientist dudes. So now we just need to grab the last one here. Now we need to do some fun wall jump stuff. Nice. And we have to kick these little wheels to, I guess, make these like pipes leak or something. I don't really know exactly. Sorry, if you were gonna say something, go ahead. No worries.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna ask, when you're doing the wall jump stuff to skip contact, how precise is that?
Some of it can be a little bit precise, but like some of the wall jumps don't have to be too precise. The ones that we do, like the one coming up right here that I did before, I'm gonna do it again here. It's a little bit precise. You have to be at a right angle, and you also have to not be, you have to make sure not to hit your head there. And you can do stupid stuff like that, which is bad because of the weird rubber band physics of this game. It can be a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. So this is the last wheel we have to hit over here. Whoa, it just totally teleported me. Let's see. Let's see, did I hit this one? What? Okay. It just teleported me like all around the level, my bad. I'm totally not sure what just happened there. Anyway. I've never seen that happen as far as that specific thing. I know if you do the wheels out of order, stuff like that can happen. But yeah, this is the second boss here. This is the Ice Queen. She's really annoying because she shoots these little, like, I don't know what to call them. They're kind of like almost like fetuses, but I don't know.
Definitely not ice.
Yeah, it's really weird, but you just have to fart on her continuously. Nice. And then yeah, if you saw that,
really just fart on everything to solve your problem.
yeah, it's pretty much the best weapon that Shrek could ever like possibly be equipped with. Honestly, like there's just one joke in the Shrek movies, like of Shrek farting, and that was an entire fighting mechanic that was made because of it.
It's just used to death in every way imaginable.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So, one thing that once you beat the Ice Queen, you get the option to watch a tutorial to try out your new power of ground pounding. And when you ground pound, at the very beginning of your ground pound animation, it'll like rise you up a little bit. So we can use that to gain a little bit of height. Nice. You can actually chain together these fire farts to break this ice, but I failed. So that was a little slow. Now I can do it again for these two at least. But anyway, nice. Whenever you start out right there, since you were facing a different way when you ended that last quest, it actually orients you. When you press up, it actually makes you go left. Or sorry, right. So that's why I walked off there by accident. Nice. That was just me being bad. Alright, so now the last thing we have to do in this mission is punch gnomes. This is probably my favorite part of the entire run. Like, cause, like, what did these gnomes even do anyway? Nice. Where did that other gnome go? There he is.
I guess someone is mad at them for existing.
Yeah. It's kind of like the best thing though. Let's see. There he is. Okay. If you don't knock out some of them in time, you can actually they can actually revive the other ones. This was super slow, but whatever. Lonely Mountain is probably the fastest level out of all of the levels. One thing about this game is that it's kind of like a remake or like kind of a port of the Xbox game, of like the original Shrek Xbox game. It's just kind of reshadowed and like a little bit different as far as mechanics and physics go. So they added a couple of levels from the original game that I mean, they're not really that much better, but but it makes the game slightly longer. And one of the levels was Lonely Mountain, and I forget what the other one was. But apparently this game is like a lot better. I haven't tried the other Shrek game, but yeah, this game is the better version for any percent anyway, so overall I'd probably just recommend getting this game if you are actually interested in it. So the next thing we need to do is fart on these witches and then punch them.
Because how else are you gonna solve your problems?
Right. How else would we kill them? Let's see. There we go. And then we need to activate this cutscene here, and then it's actually faster if we restart the world to start the quest from where we started the level at the very beginning. So we have to collect these spiders that are around the level and then bring them back to their mother. These are some pretty weird, realistic looking spiders. They're probably like the creepiest thing in the game. Too spoopy. They actually can follow you for a pretty good distance, so some of these spiders I want to like try and run and grab pretty quickly, which takes some like specific movements.
That spider tag.
Alright, so we'll bring these 3 spiders down here and then drop this bug. And then there's a spider up here that we need to grab. It's super annoying when they get stuck right there in that corner. Let's see. We can get him to move to the left, that would be great though. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling this is not going to be a thing for a second. Okay. Well, we'll grab this other spider in just a second because it's knocked out and it takes a second to wake back up. That's just a good waste of time since we didn't kick him down the right way. It's just whenever he's up against a wall, it can be really hard to do that. Let's see. If I didn't just walk right past him yet. No, he's right there. Okay. Alright, there we go. That was super slow. We did this though. We did it. We can do it. Where is the bug? Okay, I think there's another bug over here I can grab. I lost the bug. That's not good. And he just bit me, which is even slower. Rip, good runs. Alright. Well, that was super slow. Usually I try to get all 5 of them up the staircase at once, which saves a good little bit of time, but either way. Now we need to like go scare a bunch of bats. Sadly we can't, this is one of the levels where we have to do everything in order, so I couldn't like go around and do this earlier if I wanted to. But there's some cool movement that we do to get to these bats anyway. Like pretty
so what
specific.
Is the mechanism?
Sorry, go ahead.
The mechanism by which you scare the bats.
You just have to like run into them kind of, or like get into like run into their small hitbox. It's not too difficult really. Like you pretty much just have to be jumping, I think. But yeah, it's basically just like a jumping or wall kicking and yeah. So this is the Crown Prince's castle. This is probably one of the dumbest levels in the game casually if you don't really if you're just trying to figure things out, and it's really long as well. I think the Jester thing guy already fell down here, yeah. One thing I'm gonna do while I'm running through this level is collect these Jesters. I need to bring them to the Prince over here while well, I need to bring them to him at the end of this level, but yeah. One thing we need to do at the beginning of this level is bring the Crown Prince up to the top of the castle for the princess, I guess. And normally you're supposed to just carry him really slowly up the stairs, but you can just continuously mash X to grab him over and over again. And also hold L to run while you're doing that. So you can move faster with him just by juggling him over and over again, basically. One thing you want to do is make sure not to drop him over the edge there, because that can waste a bunch of time.
Yeah. Don't shake the baby.
Alright, so we have him up here now, so that's good. Now we need to go down into the dungeon here. Punch this dude twice, because he's a tough guy. And then kick him into there. We can actually kick him into there while we also kick the weight thing to trap him in there, so that's pretty awesome. These guys we just need to kick out of the window, the window, and it can be a little precise and it's a little annoying. That was pretty good. And then this is the second Jester we needed to grab. We're also going to grab some fire here really quick. And sorry, go ahead.
Couldn't help but notice that the Crown Prince is not Prince Farquaad.
Yeah, it's not Farquaad, which is really dumb. Like Farquaad is just on the game, like when you make a file name or whatever, that there's a picture of Farquaad there, and that's like the only time he ever appears in the game. There's like a couple other instances like that. Let's see. Sorry, so since I ran out of fire with that chili pepper there, I'm gonna have to take these guys down with just farting on these fires, which can be really annoying and precise. There we go. That was really bad. But ideally we want to use the fire that I got from the chili pepper I grabbed earlier to fart on like 2 of the Jesters, and then use the fire from the torches for one of the last ones. So this is one of the levels that we kind of do a bunch of the quests all at once. The first thing we need to do is bring all of these dragons to this pool to like, I guess, cool them down. I don't even know what that's supposed to like accomplish necessarily, but it's a nice thing to do for fairy tale creatures, I guess. So we're gonna bring up this second dragon here. These dragons can be really, really annoying with their movement. Like if you turn a corner too closely, sometimes they can run over the edge, and that's really slow and annoying.
So when you said pools, I thought they would be kind of full-size pools, but those are kiddie pools.
Yeah, it's a kiddie pool, and you're expected to fit like these 3 dragons in there. And I don't know what the developers were thinking, honestly. Dude, this guy runs super quick.
It's because they're kiddie dragons.
Alright, so one thing we need to do while we are running through this level is light these torches. I kind of had to route this differently to save a bit more time, since the last person who world recorded did. But yeah, I'm running the wrong way. So I need to grab another chili pepper here. This jump is really annoying and precise. We light that torch there, and then we run down here. I need to grab some of these fish and bring them to the pool as well and save them from dying. These fish are really weird in that when you grab, like when you're holding on to them, they'll drop out of your hand like every few seconds or so, like every 2 seconds, and so that.
And that's working as intended.
Yeah, I mean that's just how they work, and they can be really annoying. One thing that can happen in this game is with NPCs, you can randomly get these insane speed boosts in random directions, and fish are one of those that are prone to cause that quite a bit. So if we launch up into the air randomly, that is just because of the fish. One thing that we used to do is just carry them all the way up there, but now we just kick the fish over and bring them to the pool. Also, my bad if my voice sounds a little scratchy. I've been sick, so.
Nah, you're good, dude.
Yeah, luckily nothing too glitchy has happened so far in this game, because all of the NPCs that you can grab can randomly launch you super ridiculously far. And I think the fish can be the worst, and sometimes can actually push you out of bounds. And if you get sent out of bounds, you go to this weird developer Easter egg room that you can't unpause from. You can't pause and leave from, so your your file is essentially bricked if that happens, and it's pretty amazing. So this is some of the best platform skipping in the game. I feel, because you just skip probably a good 30 seconds of platforming right there if you do that, and then we just fart on this cow to end this level like the other one. And that is the second to last level, and now we're going on to our very last level, which is I forget what it's called. It's Merlin's Dark Tower Fortress of Doom or something like that. Merlin is this dark wizard dude that captured Fiona at the beginning of the game, and
Fiona's in this game.
Yeah, Fiona's in the game, but at the very end of the game. So essentially, you don't get to see her until you beat the final boss. So we need to punch these guys so that they don't light my dynamite on fire every time I'm trying to grab one, because that wastes a ton of time. Let's see. If the dynamite gets stuck up there, I actually need to jump over and over again here for him to fall down. It's super annoying. If I hit anything with fire, or if one of the fire trooper dudes, I don't even know what to call them, if they hit me with fire while I'm carrying the dynamite, it'll just explode and I have to go all the way back. So we have two of the doors that we need to clear with the dynamite down and now we just need to do the last one. Nice. And one of the fire dudes have their fire again. Let's see. We didn't get, the dynamite didn't get hit by fire, so that's good. Now we just need to make it to the end without getting hit by fire. Nice. So we should be good to get through this door, and then now we just need to beat Merlin. Merlin, well, I guess I'll just explain once I'm at the fight, because it should be easier to explain then. So I just skipped this cutscene here, and now we're into the fight. We need to like punch these things, and then grab this dynamite here, and that'll explode this like magic ball thing that like keeps Merlin invincible while you're fighting him originally. On the 5th hit is when we end time. So we're on the 3rd and the 4th, and then the 5th one is coming up right here in a second. Oh crap, I need to heal really quick. I'm gonna grab this heart here really quick. Nice, and now we're time. I just needed to grab that last heart just in case if we were gonna die.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
And that is Shrek Extra Large, no levels early. Sorry if that was super hectic. I've never done commentary for that before, so I hope that was good enough.
Oh no, you did great.
And here's Fiona.
I might have been a little late on the time clock, but I'm
Oh, you're
reading 31:16.
Nice, 31:16 is not too bad. I messed up a good bit of times. My PB is actually 28:16, so 3 minutes isn't too bad or anything. I think overall we could get the run down to like sub 28, but the run's pretty decent, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Any percent basically just skips through the barrier that separates you from going to Merlin's tower, so you just use a speed boost from a chicken that's in the overworld map and boost through the wall, and you can beat the game in like 4 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, but it's great. But thanks for watching, guys. I think there's a pack and roll remix after this, or whatever filler runs you guys might want to do. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
And
You did it.
sorry, go
I
ahead.
mean, that was really impressive, actually. Some of that platforming.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been working on this game for like maybe 2 months. I just picked it up randomly because I saw there was some cool platforming skips in the runs, and I noticed there was wall kicking, so I was just like, this is basically just like Shrek SM64, so I just wanted to run it. And it's dumb, but it's a fun run. I would definitely recommend people like pick it up at least once maybe if they want to run a dumb game. But yeah. But yeah, if you guys need any filler runs or anything, feel free to ask me or whatever. I'd be down to do a couple runs. But
Yeah, it's looking like we've got an hour until the next scheduled run.
got you. Well, if anybody else wants to do a run, that's cool. I can do something like I could also do something like Mario Party 2 Hard Coaster, or I could do Elmo's Number Journey if you guys want to see another crappy game. Other than that, I mean, I don't really have a lot that's like prepared or anything, but if you guys just want to move on, that's totally cool too. Because I'm tired.
So fucking tired. Blech.
Yeah.
All right, I am back alive for the moment. Let's have a look here, because this is progressing about as expected. You got Seasons After Fall, just done. Ahead of schedule. Shrek Extra Large done well ahead of schedule. And at present, we have a 1 hour gap to fill. Does anyone know how to play the drum? What the fuck is Elmo's Number Journey?
I was just offering to do Elmo's Number Journey. It's an N64 game. It would be like 13 minutes long. If I mean that would be really slow, but yeah, that's like tops 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Let's see. I mean, yeah, do it. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
We
I'm
got
for-
basically we gotta get to 4 o'clock. From 4 o'clock on, we can just keep rolling through.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Let me find my cart really quick. That'll take me like a second.
Cool.
Sorry, I have like 1,064 games, so I have to like find it. Oh god.
You know what game needs a run? Well, it's got a run, but it needs a different run. Rampage 2 Universal Tour 3-player co-op. Some of the layouts are made by, like, half the layouts are made by me and half of them are made by their own runner. This one was done by the runner.
So bad at finding games.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're falling over and dying, dude.
No. I just found the game. I just have a bunch of N64 games, so I had to look through them all. Okay. Okay, so cool. So this is Elmo's Number Journey for N64. I haven't played this in like a month, so if I don't do as good as I usually do, forgive me. So time starts whenever we start on easy. So if you have a timer ready, then we can start that. And it usually auto starts if you wait too long, but
Ready when you are.
okay, cool. So we're gonna do easy because it's the fastest. So we're gonna go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So the one thing about this game is that usually Elmo moves pretty slowly, but if we mess around with the like the orientation of the joystick by recentering it by pressing L, R, and start at the same time, then you can basically double Elmo's walking speed by it just basically it's just basically increased because of the because of like the I don't know, it's hard to explain. You basically just have twice the momentum going forward because you're pressing up like twice as much on your joystick. If you recenter your joystick all the way down and press up. So like if I press down, it'll basically think that I am standing in place. so it won't let me move backwards. So that's one of the downsides to having double forward momentum. But yeah, we use those in all of the levels that are like movement levels with like Elmo on the ground instead of in a vehicle. So yeah, sorry I haven't played this game in a while again, so it's kind of hard to remember all of this stuff. So now we're done with Ernie's 2 levels. So now we have a boss, I guess you could call it. You just have to feed these RNG gods the number of balls that they want to be fed. Luckily, you only have to get the 3rd question correctly, so you can just throw 1 ball and then answer it incorrectly. But if the answer is less than 3, if it's like 2 or 1, it's actually faster to answer the question correctly. So the only question that really matters the most is the one at the very end. And the bosses in this game are all like these RNG gods, basically. So the bosses are all going to be the same at the end of each of the levels, which there are 3 characters that we have to talk to. 9 is the worst RNG we can get for the last question, so this is pretty bad.
We need like the modern edition of this. We need Roadman Shaq's number journey.
I wish that existed. Shaq needs more games.
-1, that's 3, quick math.
So we're done with Ernie. Ernie has like probably some of the easiest movement in the game, but moving to him in the overworld map is the hardest, so that's why we do that first. Sorry about Discord, by the way.
Yo, why does Ernie look like a member of Team Skull with the hand motions?
I have no idea what you just said. I'm sorry. What?
Ernie was throwing out the jive hand motions.
Oh, yeah.
In, Team Skull.
Yeah, no, Ernie's a gangster. He's pretty hardcore. Yeah, it's probably not the most appropriate like movement he could have made on an early childhood game. This is just a game to gateway drug your kid into games. So this is actually one of the levels that we do use more forward momentum because that actually gets us over hills better. It's not super important for this, but it does help a little bit. Sorry again, I'm a little sick still, so sorry if I make gross noises.
Like, look, you gotta seriously consider your gaming options here. You could play Wave Race 64, or you could have Elmo wave racing up Turd River catching numbers.
Yeah, dude, if you guys thought that was bad, then you get, I mean, like good as in bad. Watch Elmo shred these hills, man. Nice. I turned around too much. There we go. If you go forward too much, then you can actually go too far, and you have to turn all the way around with the forward momentum. Nice! I just clipped out of bounds with... Oh my gosh. So this is one thing that can happen. This is gonna freeze the game. So... Oh my gosh. So, rip this run. If you have forward momentum, you can really super rarely clip out of bounds on the hills. I don't know if you guys want to see a finished run of this, but yeah, there goes the game.
This is actually the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, if you guys want to see me finish this, I can do it again, but we'd have to do Ernie again. I mean, if you guys are down to start with Super Viper, it looks like he's probably down to start.
So ahead ahead of schedule right now. Just do it.
Let's do it again. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was super dumb. I'll make sure not to do forward momentum this time on that one. You can keep the timer going or whatever if you want, though. I don't care.
I already reset. I'll just start it again.
Okay, there we go.
I'm trying to set this up so I can leave the stream in the watchful care of my neighbors so I can pass out for like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Otherwise, I'm not finishing this marathon. We've been live for 19 hours and 40 minutes.
God, that's too long, dude.
That would be one thing if we had like GDQ levels of staff, but nah.
Right.
We got a dude in a VHS tape onesie and his neighbor who probably doesn't know why he's here.
Oh God.
Why
That's...
he puts up with my shit day in and day out.
Well, it's nice of him to help out. It's super cool that at least you don't have to do it all by yourself. That would be kind of ridiculous, staying up for 2 days straight just to do a marathon. So as you can see with the speed being increased, the camera gets super wonky. Also, we went too forward, so now we have to walk back and get the 5. Oh my gosh, 5. Do this 5. There we go. That's a stubborn 5. So this run's already pretty trash. Oh my gosh. The chokes are super real. Okay. That's one of the huge downsides to forward momentum.
Hey, I bet you're in the mood for a bumpy ride. Look around for all the bumper cars with the number 5. 1.
Ah, dude, that wasn't a 5, lame. Luckily, we have 6 tries on easy, so we can kind of guess while we go around corners sometimes, which can be nice.
5.
Man, this run has been bad. I'm actually surprised that we clipped through that mountain, though. That only happens to me, like, very rarely. 2, though. That's good RNG. The best RNG you can get on these bosses is 1, 2, and then 1. Because you can't get repeats. So yeah. So we must feed the RNG gods to please them. Luckily, the only level that it is possible to clip out of like that, at least on accident, is the Sugar Mountain level, so that won't be happening in any other level, thankfully. Has that ever happened before? I mean, it's happened to me before in runs. It's because of the extra forward momentum. The thing is, though, having the extra forward momentum can be nice to get over hills. It's just that I think if you just kind of hit the hill at the right angle, you'll just fall right through, which is kind of funny, but it crashes the game and you can't like leave. I don't think you, well, I'm pretty sure you can't leave. I don't know. If we can leave, then I just wasted like 4 minutes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't leave the levels into the overworld, like, unless you fail too much. Like, I think you have to, like, keep failing the levels to get sent back to the overworld, if I remember correctly. It's obviously, like, kind of really hard to do that. Alright, let's not clip through the mountain again. We can do this. There's another game that exists that's basically this game, but it is letters, and I just royally screwed myself here. And I have to drive all the way around because I am super bad. My bad, I haven't run this game in a long time. Forgive me. If that was an 8, I'm gonna hate myself. If I missed an 8 back there, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm pretty sure I didn't though. Once you get to this point, I'm pretty sure there's like usually 2 at the end at least. Okay, good. Alright, we will not fall through the mountain this time. I'll just do this with a tiny bit of forward momentum. If it happens again, I will give up. Maybe. Probably. Alright, okay good, we didn't fall through this time. We're safe. So this is how it's normally supposed to be. I think you can go like just a tiny bit faster with the forward momentum through most of this, but just to be safe. Got bad RNG again. So they, the people that made this game, did make a PlayStation 1 version of this, as well as the, letter adventure game. And this game is probably the superior version, even casually. So if you feel like running this game, this is much better. If you feel like running an RNG meme.
I love RNG memes.
Three's pretty good for the last number.
Also, we got $20 from me saying, "Do Super Mario Galaxy 2 perfect run. I just want a nap, fam."
Dude, Super Mario Galaxy is gonna be hype. Super Mario Galaxy is like probably one of the better runs that are speed runs. I don't know. The 3D Mario games are really good.
Yeah, we got, honestly, the day 2 of this card is kind of stacked, which is why I need to get my nap in before we start doing it.
Yeah, I get
I'm
that.
super hyped for pretty much every game on the schedule now. But I'm
Yeah.
also super fucking tired.
Yeah, dude, if you guys have been up for 20 hours, that's pretty gnarly. Hopefully.
Closing in on 24.
God.
If you want to go to my castle, press 1.
Yeah, I don't care to stream for like over 24 hours. I've probably only done it like once or twice. And yeah. Also, the count calls this a maze, but just keep that in mind.
It's like a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically there is no maze to this. It's pretty good. Also, this level does kind of showcase the wonky camera pretty well.
Yeah, it's wonky eye.
Damn it, dude. I'm so bad.
It looks like a straight line to me.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting lost. I can't find my way, man. Alright, let's get the... If you get the camera kind of behind a wall, sometimes that can speed up the camera, but then it can also break the camera, and then it can get like permanently fixed into one position, in which then you have to like undo your forward momentum by reorienting your joystick, which is really slow, because if you pause the game, like it makes you pause the game if you do that, and pausing the game in this game is ridiculously costly, because when you pause it like tells you a bunch of instructions on how to get out of the pause screen and all of this stuff. just in case you're not like aware of how to do it. If you need some help, you know, playing video games.
9. 9. 8.
Ah, that wasn't a 9, sad. This one's a 9 then.
9.
Some of these patterns are more predictable than others. Like, there's only a set number of patterns, but there's a good lot of patterns, so I'm not one of those people that have bothered to learn all of it.
To get a ball, go to the bucket and press one of the option buttons. Ring the bell when you
What run am I hyped for? Well, definitely the Galaxy run. Hopefully the Breath of the Wild run will be good as well. Let's see. Yeah, it would be the same number of pulls with 3.
need more balls to make the correct answer. Let's go on to
I'm probably going to be sleeping after this though, because I've been up for a while.
we need more balls to make the correct
Alright, let's hope the RNG's good here. Timing ends on the last pull here. We got 1, so that's really good RNG. 1 is the best thing we can get. And time. And that is Elmo's number journey. It takes like probably 16 to 20 minutes casually. And with forward momentum, it can take less unless you suck
I
like
got
me.
like 10:21, but I like did a shit job timing.
Oh, you're good. I think my record is 10:06, so I don't really care either way. As long as it's sub 13, which is what I said in the first place, I guess. Yeah, Breath of the Wild should be fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Elmo's number journey. Enjoy the credits with some of the voice actors' names misspelled.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's good because
Elmo's number journey was. So these are the people we need to take out.
yeah, these are the people that need to be taken out by the Muppet Mafia or someone.
Muppet Mafia. Skrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr
anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I don't really have anything else that's like an interesting run, really. As far as I can think of right now.
We're just gonna go ahead and start pack and roll like 30 minutes early, and then we'll roll into the. We'll go straight from that into Mario.
Cool.
And then from there, we'll probably have a big enough gap that I'll plug in a quick little Star Fox 2 run.
Awesome. That's gonna be hype. Star Fox 2 is pretty sweet. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Shout outs to Star Fox 2.
Yeah, dude.
All right. We'll see you around. Thank you so much for both of your games and your excellent meme work on the sides here.
Thank you. I try. Yeah, they're dumb games, but